big moves brewing at Old Trafford. Ruben Amorim isn't wasting time, he's demanding Victor Osimhen, calling out underperformers and backing Jason Wilcox in a major shakeup. Plus, is Viktor Gyokeres next? And what's Erling Haaland really saying after the Man City shocker? Stay locked in, this is massive for Manchester United. Let's dive in. Ruben Amorim makes bold Man United transfer demand. Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim revealed that he hopes to sign one or two big players in what promises to be a crucial summer transfer window. The Portuguese boss who replaced Erik ten Hag in November was only treated to a pair of new arrivals during the winter window, with wingback Patrick Dorgu and 18-year-old Aiden Heaven not exactly fitting the billing of a big signing. When speaking at his press conference ahead of Sunday's Manchester derby, Amorim told reporters, "I just want to focus on our strengths and bring one or two players, big players." In a bid to clarify what he meant by big players, Amorim explained, "It's characteristics that we don't have in our squad, trying to see the gaps. When I say big players, I'm not saying from Real Madrid etc. It's big players in the way I see the game." The arrival of these prized individuals would help Amorim fulfill his lofty ambitions of challenging for the Premier League title in the near future. However, this stance clashes with United's shift in transfer policy away from expensive marquee arrivals towards younger players who will command lower fees and salaries. In a subsequent interview with Sky Sports, Amorim echoed this brief. "So when I say about recruitment, it's not just the big names and to spend a lot of money. It's sometimes the player who is 17 years old that is in another top club and has finished his contract, and we can use the Manchester United brand to bring that kid. It's sometimes that the recruitment means to pay attention to these kids that have a lot of talent but don't have the space in different clubs to try to bring them here. And then the academy, we are improving that. You can see that we have some players with quality there, so that is not recruitment, but is really important for us." Regardless of their transfer activity, Amorim was at pains to stress how important this summer will be from a purely coaching point of view. Unlike their city rivals, United are not involved in the Club World Cup, offering them an extended period of time free from any international tournament to put together a comprehensive pre-season training regime. "If you look at the next years, we are going to have a World Cup then a European Championship," Amorim wearily warned. "So this window is going to be massive to work on our base. It remains to be seen which new recruits and the profile they boast will be involved in that preparation." Victor Osimhen to Man United transfer offer made as major Viktor Gyokeres decision emerges. The latest Manchester United transfer news amid major updates on Victor Osimhen and Viktor Gyokeres. Manchester United and Arsenal have made an offer for Victor Osimhen, according to reports in Turkey. Ruben Amorim's side are in desperate need of a new striker this summer, and Osimhen seems to be a perfect candidate. Reports from last summer suggested that his loan deal at Galatasaray from Napoli included a break clause, which would have permitted him to switch clubs during the January transfer window. However, a move never came to fruition then, and he has remained on loan in the Turkish Super League, where he has continued to rack up his goal tally. Osimhen has totted up 28 goals and provided 5 assists in all competitions for Galatasaray this season. And Turkish journalist Arda Özgürt has provided an update on Osimhen's future. He claims that, as well as official offers from Old Trafford and the Gunners, Liverpool, Barcelona and PSG are also interested. Arsenal and Manchester United have made official offers for Victor Osimhen, while Barcelona, Liverpool and PSG are keeping a close eye on the player's situation. Özgürt wrote on X, "If Osimhen wants to stay, then Galatasaray is ready to make sacrifices to get Osimhen's transfer fee." Meanwhile, the Reds could be set to miss out on Sporting CP striker Viktor Gyokeres amid reports that he has already said yes to joining Arsenal. Reports in Correio de Manha state that the Swede has agreed to join Mikel Arteta's men based on the project presented to him by newly appointed sporting director Andrea Berta. The report adds that Berta has played a decisive role in the would-be move after deciding to prioritize the 26-year-old. If true, then it seems extremely unlikely that Arsenal would pursue a move for Osimhen, potentially opening the door for United to seal a deal for the Nigerian. Here at the Manchester Evening News, we are dedicated to bringing you the best Manchester United coverage and analysis. Erling Haaland shows true colors in 4 words after Man City bombshell announcement. Long-serving Manchester City playmaker Kevin De Bruyne will leave the Etihad Stadium this summer. Erling Haaland has fired a perfect message to Kevin De Bruyne after the long-serving Manchester City playmaker confirmed that he will be leaving the Etihad Stadium this summer. In an eye-catching statement, De Bruyne revealed that he's ready to take the next step in a glittering career. His contract will expire in a few months' time after 10 memorable years at the club. Dear Manchester, seeing this, you probably realize where this is heading, started De Bruyne in an emotional post on his social media platforms. So I'll get straight to it and let you all know that these will be my final months as a Manchester City player. Nothing about this is easy to write, but as football players, we all know this day eventually comes. That day is here, and you deserve to hear it from me first. Football led me to all of you and to this city. Chasing my dream, not knowing this period would change my life. This city, this club, these people gave me everything. I had no choice but to give everything back. And guess what? We won everything. Whether we like it or not, it's time to say goodbye. Suri, Rome, Mason, Michelle, and I are beyond grateful for what this place has meant to our family. Manchester will forever be on our kids' passports and, more importantly, in each of our hearts. This will always be our home. We cannot thank the city, club, staff, teammates, friends, and family enough for this 10-year ride. Every story comes to an end, but this has definitely been the best chapter. Let's enjoy these last moments together. Much love, KB. Needless to say, the news prompted widespread reaction on social media and beyond. De Bruyne has won the lot with City and been a huge part in that success, getting his hands on countless trophies such as 6 Premier League titles and the Champions League, which came as the crowning glory in 2023's iconic treble win. Haaland, who reacted to De Bruyne's initial post with a reply in the comments section, has now reserved space for his soon-to-be former teammate on his own Instagram account. Indeed, the Norway forward uploaded a picture of the two together side by side with a perfect forward caption. There's only one Kevin, the caption read. It also featured a crown emoji referring to De Bruyne's King, nickname given to him by adoring City fans following his move to the club in 2015. Amorim rebukes 3 Man United stars who are lacking quality, hails fantastic Wilcox signing. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim admitted he hasn't always been impressed with his current attacking trident. The Red Devils are preparing to host Manchester City in Sunday's big derby as both clubs arrive to the contest on the back of disappointing campaigns, but at least Pep Guardiola's men still have a concrete objective to fight for in the Premier League, as they aim to lock down a Champions League spot next season. On the other hand, the Red Devils have already turned their attention towards the Europa League. Ruben Amorim's men currently sit in a woeful 13th place in the standings, with their attacking shortcomings identified as one of the main reasons behind their calamitous campaign. For instance, Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund only have 3 league goals each, while Alejandro Garnacho hasn't been as influential as last season. Therefore, Amorim bluntly acknowledges that these 3 players have been lacking quality this term. I think they need to spend more time in that position, the final third, because we didn't have a lot of games like Nottingham, like just attacking, said the Portuguese in his interview with Sky Sports. We have to spend more time there. And also in that moment, if you look at Rasmus Højlund and Josh Zirkzee and Alejandro Garnacho, they want this, they try to shoot, especially Garna. They want it really bad, but we are not doing the things with the quality that they should do. So sometimes it's hard to explain because we have the situations, everybody knows where Garna wants to put the ball, but something is missing and maybe it's just the moment of the players. Ruben Amorim not impressed with Man United trio but likes Aiden Heaven. On the other hand, Amorim has been much more satisfied with Aiden Heaven. The teenager who joined the club in January swiftly won the plaudits with his early displays at the back, with Wayne Rooney hailing him as fantastic. Hence, the Man United manager applauds the club's technical director, Jason Wilcox, for snapping up the youngster from Arsenal, suggesting the club might not have to replace the injured Lisandro Martinez in the summer. Yeah, and we have to give credit to Jason, who did a great job. He's paying attention to those details. Aiden is a kid that arrives here, worked really well, and then with some injuries, he had the opportunity and shows a lot of qualities. So that can also change your recruitment. So if we were thinking Lisandro Martinez has an injury, we need a left-footed center-back, but now we have this kid, so we can save money for another thing. So that is really important, and the door is open for young kids. Heaven himself picked up a knock recently, but his condition isn't as serious as initially feared, and he's expected to return to action in the coming weeks.